Mind check and see what you
Middle of the Bible.
It says 16:13. 16:11. I'm sure.
Cock for the middle of the Bible.
I gave you on the way. I couldn't.
I like it. It's like a study book.
Another good one through that Bible concordance.
Yeah.
I do King James Study Bible.
I got black.
Cool. Oh, y'all look at Josephus now.
Oh, now
Everybody, Josephus.
put that in my card. Yeah, just pop.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We are the Hebrew Israelites. This your brother Lahab.
Brother Dog.
Watch us out.
To Zion.
And we Mississippi Gulf Coast, House of Judah. Hey, coming back at you again with a quick little live lesson. Lord willing, the Spirit is on us, and if we can edify you brothers and sisters out there, man, who are tuning in. And we're going to start off by giving infinite honor and infinite glory to the Most High and His Son,
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakodash.
Double honors to our elders and apostles, the great millstone who pushed the truth 100%, being a great example to us younger brothers, and peace and blessings to the Akim of under the elders, pushing this truth throughout the four winds with all faith, sincerity, and diligence. To you we say shalom.
Shalom.
And like the title say, destruction is nigh, man, and we're gonna dive right into these prophecies, man.
And you know, we also got a brother giving diligence. He's behind the camera right now. Giving diligence.
Shalom,
brother,
shalom.
You know, you introduce yourself.
Jaquab.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Shalom.
That brother been very diligent. So hey, and we're gonna dive right into it. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. And you can get right into it. And it's just we just gonna dive right into prophecies, destruction, man. Because we know that the Lord is coming back to destroy America, Babylon the Great. You know, in the whole world. You know, every well, not every part of the earth, but main parts of the earth that is gonna see this destruction. And what is that destruction? Thermonuclear missiles and concentrated fire and laser beams from these chariots, man.
That's right.
We're gonna dive right into it.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
And we know this is going into these militaries, man. Esau militaries, these other heathens militaries, they're gonna be gathered up in Yehoshaphat, man, which is the valley of judgment, the valley of Yahweh's judgment, man. You know, he gonna gather them up over there and he gonna destroy their ass, man. You know, the Lord is being strategical right now. He's everything that the Lord got going on. He's the ultimate chess player. He's placing these elites and these leaders of these countries and these kingdoms. He's placing them right where they're supposed to be, man. So guess what? So he can checkmate their ass.
That's right.
That trick bag.
Verse 6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7.
Hey, and that right there, that's going in. It's about to go into that fathership that he's gonna come back in, man. You know, when the Lord cracked them clouds, you know, which they put a good example of that in what that is,
Independence Day.
The Independence Day movie, man.
Right.
The so-called UFOs. These are those UFOs that everybody pushed is supposed to be like these alien. No, those are chariots of the Most High, man. Those are the angels, man. That's what the Lord is coming back in great glory and power, man, because that is a powerful ship that he's coming back in.
Right. If I'm going to ask real quick, and then those are aliens, because you go into the word alien, it means what? Foreigners. Strangers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then if you look at it, if you want to look at it in that sense, hey, Lord, when we are the elect, told our apostle that was on down to the younger brothers, we are aliens. Because we are foreigners to this world, we are not of this world.
That's right.
You know, this world pushes what? Carnality. But the world of the elect of Israel, it pushes what? Spirituality, man.
Right.
And it comes from what? The words of Yahweh and Yahweh. So it's a separation going on, man. We see things in this world like on TV and shit, we know that's bullshit and gonna lead to death. That's not immoral. That's mortal. That's mortal thoughts. That's mortal actions being played out. But the things that we teach, things that we learn through the spirit of Paul Yahweh and Yahweh, that's immortal. You know, so it's a difference. Immortal lives forever. Mortal dies, man. You got it. That's all I want. And then going back to what the brother with the elites, like the brother said, the elites are being strategically placed in bunkers because we gotta have slaves. They're gonna be the first, just like we the first. Lord willing, we are the elect. We the first fruits of the kingdom. You know, the righteousness, the rulership. The elites are these wicked nations, these heathen nations following Esau. They're the first fruits of slaves. They the elect slaves. You got it.
Let him, hold on, man. Let him finish verse 7 and then go with your precept.
But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was great, and I could not.
That's right, man. This chariot that Yahweh is coming back in is going to be massive, man, for all eyes to see, man. You know, but you got your precept.
And it will be televised.
Well, just going back to
By the way of the unicorn.
The unicorn.
It's gonna be breaking news gonna come across. Breaking news.
Just going back to what the brother was saying, like how those angels and the Lord Yahweh shot coming back, he did the aliens, you know what I'm saying? Because and Lord willing, us following after his ways, we are alienated from this world. And just to prove that Yahweh Shai and Hosea was not from this world, I got a quick precept.
And Bible shop, when you get that one of you brothers Bible shop grab, ye are not of this world. The world, if you was of this world, the love will love you.
I got that.
Get your precept though. Go ahead.
John 15.
And Psalm 15 and 19. If you brothers and grab, but this just proving Yahweh, because Yahweh Shai said it as well.
Break it down.
And John, this is John 8 and 23. He said unto him, ye are from beneath, I am from above. Ye are of this world, I am not of this world. That's Yahweh Shah speaking. That basically saying, hey, you are a human. Man. You basically are earthbound, man. I'm not. The Lord said I'm not from this world, man. He's from another place. He's from the heavens, man. A higher place. You know what I'm saying? So when he comes back into the world, he's gonna be an alien because he is not of this world. He is of the world to come, which is the kingdom of heaven.
Precept, real quick, let the brother grab it. Get Revelation 12.
Revelation 12. Alright. Here it is. Right here. Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. And it reads, therefore rejoice, ye heavens.
The heavens. The Lord say he's from above, from the heavens. That prayer when you go to Matthew, the 5th chapter, or is it the 5th or the 6th? I think it's the 6th chapter. When you let the Lord's will be done as it is in heaven on earth. Lord willing, we are heavenly beings, man.
That's right.
We are spiritual beings, man, not carnal. So like when the Lord said, I'm from above and you from beneath, you're earthbound. You're carnal. Go ahead, keep on. Restart over, Bible shop.
Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens.
Who are ye heavens? That's talking about what? Go ahead. Slow.
And ye that dwell in them.
Who dwells in the heaven? Because the elect, Lord, when we were part of that storm, our apostle elders on down to another brother, because we store our treasures in heaven. And where our treasures are, that's where our heart will be. The things that's most important to us, that's what be on our mind. Go ahead,
like you say,
going into, back to the, foreigners, man. We don't worry about goddamn chasing a bag and that white picket fence and the American dream. The American dream truly is a nightmare. Go ahead,
just like you said,
a bitter night. I'm talking about bitter. You don't even want your kids to get to the point, you don't want your kids to go to school to the shit, man. Look what they passing them in. Why? Going to the stove. Why about eating something? You like, man, why am I eating this shit? It's poison. But let's go ahead, Dr. Swap.
If I may add, your brother had brought he that dwelling, meaning hey, we don't set our affections of this world on this world. You know what I'm saying? So let me just let the scripture say. Colossians 3:2, it reads, set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth.
Right.
Alright, that's how we are dwelling in the heavens, man. We storing up our treasures in heaven, where rust don't, where nothing rusts, man. Nothing don't corrode, nothing a thief can't come steal it from us, man. And a moth can't eat it.
And Salaka, real quick, hey, one of you brothers grab that. We were just talking about it before this. Grab that Ecclesiastes 1 and wisdom rains down. 17. Go back to that. You got more on that?
Oh no, that was just,
All right,
just
come.
back you up.
Beautiful.
And you just go
Get
back
it.
to
You got it?
precept.
All right, come
All
on.
right,
Get this, then go back to that, and then you brothers got it. So,
This is Ecclesiastes, aka Sirach, chapter 1 and verse 17. And it reads, she filleth all their house
that she is wisdom. Go ahead.
with things desirable.
And you go into the book of Proverbs and tell you wisdom furnishes the house, man, in your mind. You know, go ahead.
And the gardeners with her increase.
Right. Who are the gardeners? The workers, the ones that put their hands to the plow. They increase in what? Wisdom. Understanding. Go ahead.
The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom,
Right.
making peace and perfect health to flourish.
Right now we have a crown, but we're waiting on that literal crown that we're going to do to the end. Go ahead.
Both which are the gifts of Yahweh, and it enlarges their rejoicing that love him.
Mm-hmm. And that's faith. All that goes into faith. Because you believe in this wisdom, this word, that shows your faith, man, if you apply it. Because Ephesians 2 and 8 tell you all about it.
Verse 19, it reads, wisdom reigneth down skill and knowledge of understanding,
Right.
and exalted them to honor that hold her fast.
Exalted them to honor that hold her fast. So, hey, in the same book, it tells you about how the poor wisdom lifted up. Matter of fact, a lot, real quick, it's a lot, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Right here, this Ecclesiastes 11:1. Wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him to sit among great men. There it is, right there. Read that verse over, man.
Verse 19, Ecclesiastes 1 and 19, it reads, wisdom reigneth down skill and knowledge of understanding, and exalted them to honor that hold her fast.
This word is supposed to keep you lifted up through all the hard times, whatever you go through, whatever the so-called swim this world trying to pull. If you ain't doing this, you ain't nothing. Nah, fuck that, man. If you ain't in this with the Lord, if you don't know the Lord, if you ain't down with your how about shitting out with shop, you're not doing nothing. You're a dead fucking body, man. You're a carcass.
What it says that the multitude was born in
You're a corpse. Dead.
You're part of this corporation.
It's a lot, my fault.
Real quick, this is like what the brother was saying. There's a scripture that says, quoted, paraphrase, that the multitude was born in vain. So, if you ain't down with this here, then you're a part of the multitude. You those extras in that Walking Dead movie. You're not the main character. You're the one walking around dead.
This word is supposed to keep your head up no matter what you go through. If you believe,
That's right.
you feel like you getting a little weak in the knees, pray. Lord will strengthen the heart. That's in Psalms.
One precept about
Go ahead.
like that. This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 17.
That's all I want.
Therefore, if any man be in Mashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. See, if you're doing this work, or if the Lord has chosen you, and you are serving Him, which we were created as Israelite men, women, and children to serve the Most High, you are a new creature.
That's right.
You have taken off this old thing, and that takes us right back there to you coming out of this world to John 15 and 19. If you were of the world, the world would love you, love his own.
Mm-hmm.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world.
You've been alienated.
Right. The world hated you. So this is why you have your so-called friends, so-called family members saying you're nothing, or you think you're better because you reading the Bible, or you ain't crap. You know, this is why you hear that kind of stuff. Right? Because you're not going along with this program that is being ushered or pushed on you, that have been pushed on you most of our lives. Most of us have been out of the truth longer than we've been in the truth. So now that we're in it, we have turned our back on the spiritual demon Satan. So now the demons are going to come at us even harder.
You have to be alienated from the world, which is the purpose. That's what you want.
Right.
Then alienated from the promises and covenant from the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah.
That's right, bro.
That's why I say, hey, George, that dwell in them. You know what I'm saying? Those that dwell, the Lord said, I'm not of this world. You know what I'm saying? Hey, alienated. One more quick precept. Now, one, two. So like one quick, this Psalms.
Finish that real quick. Well, no, we can drop that. What I had, we can drop it.
The Revelation 12
We
and
can
12.
drop it. Get your precept and then brother got it.
One thing I have desire of the Lord that I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to acquire his temple, to be alienated from this world, man. To dwell in the house of the Lord, which is not of this world. So we may not take, so that we may not partake in the plagues and the sins of, in the judgments of this world, man. We trying to the destruction. Get back to the lesson. That's not what we want. We want to dwell in the heavens. That's what we do. We are those that dwell in the heavens. Lord willing, we are those men. Abarakazah, setting our affections on the things that are above. You know, that's all I got to say. Get back to the lesson.
That a precept too. I got one. Just a bag up. This is James chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever
Get that word enmity.
I got it.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. So hey, going back to that John, man. Hey, if we was of the world, the world would love us, man. But guess what? Hey, what the Lord just said. Whoever loves this world, hey, they our enemy, man. So we are not of this world, man. And like the brother said, we not trying to get caught up in what's about to happen to this world. You know what I'm saying? To this system. The Lord is about to come back and break this shit down, man.
Right.
So why be a part of something that we know isn't going to stand, man?
That's right.
And I got the word enmity. You know, brother, when I got it on etymology, and it goes into the late 14th century, meaning hostile feeling, rivalry, malice, eternal conflict.
Malice, you go into that word.
You
go into that word malice, matter of fact. Real quick. One of you brothers will get Wisdom of Solomon 1:5. And then another brother gets the word malice. It makes the word malice.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and 5.
This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. For the Holy Spirit of discipline will flee deceit and remove from thoughts that are without understanding, and will not abide when unrighteousness cometh in.
Keep going.
For wisdom is a loving spirit, and will not acquit a blasphemer of his words. For the Most High is witness of his reign.
Start at Salah, Doc. Read that. Go ahead. That was it.
And a true beholder of his heart and a hearers of his tongue.
Start at 3. My fault. So like,
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 3.
one you better get that word malice.
God.
For forward thoughts separate for forward thoughts separate from the Most High in His power, when it is tried, reproved, and unwise. Reprove the unwise. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter.
I get that word malice because malicious, malice, right there on each other.
Yeah, right here.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't worry about that.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says this word malice in online etymology. Desire to hurt another. Propensity. What's that? Propensity. Propensity to inflict injury or suffering.
Right.
Act of ill will.
Ill will.
Spite. Sinfulness. Wickedness. Badness. Ill will. Spite. Bad. Unpleasant.
Right.
A design or
what the scripture just said.
It says,
That's
back
it.
in
That's good.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 4. For unto a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter.
Start at 3. So what's the Bible? Read it real quick.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 3. For forward thoughts separate from the Most High, and His power, and it is tried, reproveth the unwise. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in a body that is subject to sin.
Yeah, it is right, John.
Malice,
Malice, malicious.
wickedness.
Come on. And what who just had a precept? You had a precept before that, huh?
No,
A
I think
word.
no, I had enmity.
Get that word enmity.
It says hostile feeling, rivalry, malice, eternal conflict. Getting back to the where I was, it's a entry linking with enmity. It's enemy.
Yeah.
One hateful towards an intent of harming someone.
And if I could add real quick, what it just said, it says an internal conflict, meaning it wars against, it don't mix, man.
Moral.
You know what I'm saying? The ways of the Lord and the ways of this system, this society, it don't mix. It's gonna be an internal conflict, man, all the time. You know, that's why we have to. What that is? It says Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to this world, man. You know, we have to separate ourselves from this world because we don't mix with it.
I mean, you can't mix dark and light or night and day. It don't make sense.
You ain't gonna get no magical color.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't mix. It's
Don't
like
mix.
oil and water.
Like the brothers just say, this society is constantly opposing what the Most High Yahweh outside that set up through His law, statutes, commandments. You look at the atmosphere. They had the BET awards. They had those men pretending to be women running out there talking about, that straight people done had their time. Talking about just totally against. Just like you say, it's constantly warring. Can't get it right, won't do right. And that's a definition of being malice. Somebody intending to do evil, because that promotes what death.
Yeah.
That promotes all kind of wickedness that come down the water trough.
That's seeking to harm somebody. Spiritually.
That's why the Most High gonna come back and destroy this place.
Right. That's what I think. So, you got it.
All right, this is getting back
Break
on.
it down too.
This is getting back onto the lesson. With all this wickedness going on the earth, right? The brother was saying that staying away from inflammatory language on YouTube. Those people, coming out saying, "Oh, straight men had they turn," promoting against the scriptures, against the law, statutes, and commandments. This is exactly why this place has to be destroyed. Now, getting back to the lesson of Isaiah 13, when the brother was break down the chariots coming, destroying this place, nuclear fire coming. This is Isaiah 66:15. I got a 2-piece. So after this, I'm going to get one more scripture. It says, For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots, which is those so-called UFOs like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Right? He's gonna come. He's shooting them laser beams down on this place, man. But to back that up, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, and we're gonna get 30. All right. And we read 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. Right. This realm right here of this physical realm is going to be going to war with the spiritual realm. And this realm right here, this world, it has to die, it has to perish for the wickedness that's being on the forefront. You know, they putting women over the man under the woman, children rule the household. Basically, everything that's supposed to be right side up is flipped upside down. And the Lord has to come and destroy this kingdom right now to put everything back in its proper order.
And that realm also goes in what? Dominion. You know, going into, just capitalizing on what you're saying, these other nations. Saying this a different way, kingdom against kingdom. For a place to have, for people to be dormant in a place, you have to have dominion over that place. So you have to have a dominator, a king. You got
King of the domain.
So hey, what's going on now? Russia, Ukraine, America, China, Brazil. The BRICS is getting stirred back up. South America. I mean, not South America, but that is South America. South Africa.
South Africa.
These different places, Palestine and Israel, those are realms against each other.
Right.
Hey, how America is, we say what over here? That's a third world country over there.
Different
That's a
world.
whole other world. That's a whole other realm, a whole other dominion.
I got a precept for the brother.
And as well, like the brother said, it's spiritual as well, because hey, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but spiritual weakness in high places. We fight with this. Lord willing, we continue to endure with it. What you brothers got?
Okay.
You got it too. You can break it.
All right.
This Isaiah chapter 29, and we start at verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding.
If I may add, just going into capitalizing on what the brother said on the BET Awards when they was talking about straight men had their turn. Is that not them saying, okay, well shit, because the Lord, a man is a man. It shouldn't be you straight and fucking crooked. A man is a man, a woman is a woman.
That's right.
But you got what the brother said on the BET Awards, straight men had their turn. Now you got men running around dancing and following around, being gay, happy, dressed up as fucking women, man. Is that not Esau? Because hey, the scripture tell you in Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter, so is the rulers, so is the people, roughly paraphrasing. Is that not Esau speaking, saying, because he pushed it, he allows it to happen in his realm, the place of his dominion that he dominates, he allows it to fucking happen. So that's Esau basically saying to the Most High, through our people of being the accuser, and look at him. That shit, okay, well, hey man, it's okay to be a man dressed up as a woman. And the Lord clearly says it in Leviticus, the 18 and is it 13 and 20, that a man should not wear none that pertains to a woman. Yeah, kind of. Well, same thing. Same thing.
The natural use.
Right.
That's Romans.
Unseen. We're going to Romans the first chapter.
Right.
That's clear what the brother just said, man. They turn things upside down. You go into the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, it'll tell you that the spirit of him is not upright now. So the spirit of these people that follow after this society, this system, which is a pit, they not upright, man. We can look at it. Like it's the brother about to get it. Go ahead, dog.
Yeah. The book of Sirach 10, and start at verse 2. As the judge of the people
Who is the judge in this place?
Esau. Right. So are his officers.
Right.
And what manner of man the rule of the city is.
Man and have dominion over, go ahead, over the realm.
Such are all they that dwell therein.
Perverse. Go ahead. Y'all brothers got it. That was the point I needed to tell you.
He's ruling the place and he's pushing. He's pushing all his wickedness.
Like that's Habakkuk 2 and 4, it reads, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him,
Right.
but the just shall live by his faith.
By his faith.
You know, that's going into to the 1/3, you know, living by the faith that's been given to us. It's a gift, you know. We understand that a man can receive nothing unless it be given to him from on heaven. So, you know, to be, in a lack of better words, delivered to a sense, Lord, when we are the men from this foolishness and able to speak on it, you know, because hey, that's what's going to be called and to affect, you know, to go out on the highways and hedges, man, and point the finger, man, and let you know, man, this place is wicked. The people who run this place is wicked. The people who run the world is wicked. And the Lord is about to, like I say, from the Galilee folks in the valley of Jehoshaphat and judge. That word plead goes into judge. You know, this following can't keep going on. Like the brother said, you know, you wake up in this place, man, you can't even let your grandbabies, your children look at TV free because of the madness that they put on there by way of commercials and all other kind of wickedness, you know. You got the money for
Just
that.
one. Go ahead.
That's all I have, man.
All right, I got a little bit more. This is Acts 1 and 9. It's getting into the how the way he left, he's going to come back. Getting into them chariots, and he's going to be the one coming back with those angels that's going to put destruction to this place. He's not going to come back playing Parcheesi and Scrabble and try to act like everything is all good. The day of Yahweh Shai is not light, but it is darkness. All right? This is Acts chapter 1 and 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up. Talking about Yahweh Shai, he was taken up. And the cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel. These were angels. You know, and the angel said what? Which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So the same way that you've seen him leave, he's going to come back. And the brother,
Same place. Because when you go to the valley of Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh Shabbat over there in the Middle East. And when you read, like the brother started off in 2nd Ezra 13th chapter, we understand what the scriptures say. There ain't gonna be no war taking place on over there. There's gonna be civil unrest and things of that nature, martial law, that shit. But the main war, the Lord said he gathering up the troops over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat. When he come back, he's over there with the armies, dealing with the armies.
Right.
So that lets you know what the brother just was saying, what the precept he brought out, the same way he was taken up, is where he gonna touch down at, as they say, it calls hell, man, in the Middle East. And that's why the Lord said in Matthew 24th chapter that he's gonna send his angels to gather his elect from the four corners.
all right, continue.
I got precept that you too.
Okay, well, that's real quick, brother. Okay, Revelations 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, just to prove that the same way that he left, he's going to come back. Because those clouds cloak the chariots, right? Every eye shall see him, and they which also pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. And when it gets inside of that, even those who they that pierced him, that's getting into that reincarnation right there. That's a different topic, but yeah. And I believe in Zephaniah, or I believe it's Zephaniah. It says his determination is to gather the nations, so he can pour upon them his the fire of his jealousy, which is backs you up. That's it.
Yeah, real quick, just back in the brother got it's Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Verse 16, for by fire and by his sword Well, the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord, Yahweh shall be many.
That's the spirit, because the brother brought that out.
Mm-hmm.
He brought that out.
Usually got a little bit more on it.
What's going on there?
Oh no, I said you got a little bit more on it already. Yeah.
God, hey, because the brother was brought out how plead goes into judgment. That's how the Lord's gonna judge this place, man. By fire and the sword, man. And the Lord's coming back. The Lord coming back the same way He left. In that fathership, that chariot, man, touching down in the Middle East, man. He left in the Middle East. He coming back in the Middle East, man.
And the Lord say also, I believe it's in Jeremiah, where it says, "Not my words fire for these people." He put his stuff, and burns them up. Perfect paraphrase. That sword also goes into the Lord is going to judge them according to His word.
Right.
But it's going to come by you fell. So it was death by way of the sword.
The same God know it. Death by pain.
So that's twofold. That's the Lord judging them by His word first and foremost, obviously, because He has what with the wicked.
Controversy.
And that laser that's coming out from chariots and those missiles are what? A sword. They're glittering sword. That's going to bathe in heaven.
That's right.
Which is the anger of the Lord, the indignation of the Lord.
His weapons of his indignation, the nukes. Oh yeah, real quick, man. You got it.
It said, Jeremiah 23 and 29, slacking, our brothers got it, I'm done. It says, "It's not my word like as fire, saith the Lord Yahweh Shah, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock into pieces."
His word, Yahweh Shah. And when you bring back that fire. I can hold it.
Well, let him get his, then you get yours up, and then we're gonna go back into that.
All right, and this right here is why everything that's about to be listed right here is why America, really, the kingdom, the world, has to be destroyed. All right, not the world actually blowing up. I'm talking about the kingdom. You know what I mean? That's in domain right now. These other nations have to be destroyed because everybody is like this. What I'm about to list down right here, what the scriptures is about to list, and except the elect. The elect is fighting tooth and nail to separate themselves from this right here. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, and we're gonna chapter 3, and we're gonna start at 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers.
Everything that's against the scriptures, man. Everything that's against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. It's all wrapped up in one right here in America, man.
That's right. That's right.
There's no getting around it. It's always, but they love to say, "In God we trust." But what God?
Yeah. Right.
What you talking about? The spiritual demon Satan?
Right.
Or the acronym, guns, oil, and drugs?
Right.
You're not talking about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You're not talking about the scriptures, because the scriptures is completely contrary to the laws that they push out, man. It's completely contrary, man. A man can be with another man if he want to, or a man can change his sex into a woman. That kind of fucking bullshit. That's just straight. You got it out.
And real quick, just off that point, a man can be with another man. Why did you have to make that law? Because they know that that's the Lord's law. Not to even do that. They turn around and win it and go to legislation to make it the law of the land. You knew that. And that's been perpetrated throughout the whole world when they got pride month.
Hey, and you got
The brother was going to basically saying, "Hey, what God you speaking of? That condone these things, man. Because hey, even the scriptures say there are many gods and many lords. You know, but there's only one true God, one true power. Y'all about to see now a shout. You know, I just want to bring
The
it.
living power.
The living power, man.
It's not something you gotta force. If you and shit, nowadays, you know, like Jake can make, which even in ancient days, Jake can make anything a god.
I was just about to say that shit.
A fucking light right there. We give our energy into it right there. That's a power. That's motherfucking light power.
And I think you had it, and you put that Netflix documentary out there, man. You can see that you know Jake was worshiping all type of gods, man.
That's right.
Yeah, the root bigger than Africa, man.
Yep.
You know, if you got time, check that out, man. You can tell that's Jake
On Netflix.
Yep.
on Netflix.
It
That's
is.
Jake, man.
It is.
A whole bunch of scriptures popping
Judah.
on here. Judah, Jerusalem,
Yeah,
man.
Ruben tribe,
Because
yep.
what did man going? They was going off, man.
Yep.
Worshiping all these different types of gods, man.
Thunder,
All types of gods.
river. Yeah.
We got precept.
My,
Oh, well, go ahead.
I still got more on it, but before I get this, and also talking about those gods, they even make themselves a god, right? That's why the scripture says, "What? For men shall be lovers of their own selves." You ever had a woman not too long ago? She married herself. Now, what type of craziness is that shit?
What the fuck?
Right. That right there is the scripture jumping off of the page. Lovers of your own selves. You have became your own God.
What you do, bitch? You sit in the fucking mirror. Oh, look at you.
She worship herself. That's a different type of demon.
That's prideful, man.
Continuing. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Like somebody
Throw it down.
It's good. It didn't break it.
Something through something.
It fell too hard. It came out of that. He ain't broke it.
Nah.
Don't fix it.
You think it was broke the way it motherfucker
Yeah. Some don't want this to be brought up, huh? Good.
I'm talking about
That's
that.
That's it out.
Well, listen.
He's so fat.
And the Lord of Flies.
All right. Continuing. Despisers of those that are good. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High.
That sums up pride.
Yeah, period.
Prideful. Look what they celebrate. Pride Month.
Man, we still up.
No,
I'm
no.
saying like yeah, Pride Month.
Yeah, appreciate you done.
Yeah, I'm done.
This is Isaiah 24, starting at verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away the world languages, and fadeth away the haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have what? Transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwelleth therein are desolate.
Look at what Esau do, man. Look at what he do to the world. It's you got trash islands out there.
Trash.
Ocean.
Biggest
Size of
states.
Texas.
You know what I'm saying? The size of states, man. Like pump chemicals in the atmosphere that we breathe, that he breathes. This motherfucker don't even give a damn about itself. Like
To him, it's collateral damage. Oh well, I'll destroy this mug and my own.
put chemicals
That's
in your drinking water that you use, that you wash your ass with.
Cook with.
Like that lesson you did, Kobe. It is what it is. That's his mom.
It is what it isn't.
It is what it is. That's how it comes. But whatever it is, what it is.
It is what
That's
it
what
isn't.
it ain't.
Basically, jumping down to verse 10 to sum that up, the city of confusion is broken down.
Ooh, that shit
Where
is.
we at?
Babylon.
Babylon.
Ball. Confusion.
How is it broken down?
By way of these scriptures.
What is it? I think it's what is it? 1 Corinthians 10. No, it's 2 Corinthians 10 chapter. Our weapons of warfare.
Are not carnal.
Strongholds.
Yeah, that's it.
Because his word being pushed out, so
Yes,
our
yes.
apostles and elders on down to his younger brother is what really breaking this man's society down. Because everything happens in the spirit, then it manifests over into
The physical.
in the physical.
For the weapons, 2 Corinthians 10:4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
That is.
And what was these strongholds on?
These laws. Pretty simple. Oh, you gonna finish everything?
Yeah, get back in that second edge and finish it out. Hey,
Okay, back in second Ezra chapter 13, and
we was on
verse
8. Verse 8.
Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid.
So, hey man, all these militaries, these motherfuckers that's gonna be over there trying to fight the Lord, combat the Lord when he cracked them clouds, they're gonna be terrified.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be terrified, man. But the Lord's still gonna put that spirit on them just to fight, just so he can make a point. Like I'm still gonna have to fight. You got it.
And yet there's fight. Like the brother just said, the scripture follow right now. Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire.
And it's not speaking like literal, he sent something out of his mouth. No, it's talking about opening up a weapon on that chariot that we can't even fathom,
Right.
and sent out some major shit, some major destruction out of this weapon that they got on that chariot, and just what it did to him.
Verse, it says, verse 10, but I only saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast
That's
sparks
right.
and tempest.
Like that, like on the movie
Independence Day.
when the one they was all up there on that damn building. Here, let me come with you. I'm gonna let y'all come with me. Open up that motherfucking weapon. Boom!
You would've
Destroy
swore.
the whole city.
You would have swore a nuke went
One
off.
thing, what is, these people in the military, they are, through history, we have all been shown and programmed to be afraid of aliens
Right.
or UFOs. They did that on purpose.
That's
So
right.
now these people that are in the military thinking they're serving their country, which isn't their country, the red, white, and blue. Now they're going to be fighting an alien that they've been programmed to believe is an enemy, not understanding that it's the Lord. So the Lord's going to put the spirit on them to fight.
Basically, anything that's against the
That's
government.
against the government.
Be afraid.
Be afraid of it.
Trust in us.
Trust in us.
I am your father.
Right.
Hey, and to back you up, with these movies too, they push it with this Hollywood shit, War of the Worlds. I mean, it has all truth in it, but they always just some weird ass alien coming down. His planet ain't got enough water, so he come down. He taking your water. He trying to take the brains out of you and all this other. They try to make you scared of anything, the things that are in these chariots, not knowing that these are the creators
Right.
of the
A
planet.
heavy movie to check out too was called, with Nicolas Cage, is called The Norm.
Right.
They
Ah,
only took the children, and what the scripture said we have to be as
children. Ooh.
Sent them to like a paradise. Yeah, that movie, that movie
And
was hard.
and check it, they had rabbits. All of them was holding rabbits. And what are we going to do when we in the kingdom? We're going to bring back what the 2/3 that died on this side. And the rabbits represent what? Fertility. So we're going to be doing a lot of 1, 2, and continue.
Hey, real quick, hey, and 2/3 of our people have joined on to this man in the military. You know, so you've been tricked. You know, fight against your power. Verse 11, and it reads, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, nothing, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
So man, it don't matter what y'all do. You think you're gonna be able to, Esau think he's gonna be able to come back and combat the Lord, but what the Lord just said, man, hey, it's gonna be over for your ass, man. You know, destruction is not. You know, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to you brothers and sisters out there tuning in. And we're going to close it out by giving infinite honor and infinite glory to the Most High and His Son.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Akakodash.
Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who pushed this truth 100%, being a great example to us younger brothers. And peace and blessings to the Akim up under the elders pushing this truth throughout the 4 winds with all faith, sincerity, and diligence. To you we say shalom.
Shalom.
Ball.
Kwam Yashala.
ETA. Shalom.